Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my IELTS speaking and writing session. It's Monday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:29 a.m. You're watching my live stream subscribers lesson. I believe that everyone is doing great today. And today we're going to talk about IELTS writing tips. Okay, dear viewers, I'm back. So we'll discuss from today the writing tips of IELTS exam. So if we are aware the basic difference between the IELTS academic and general test is writing and reading part. So in IELTS academic and the writing part, there are two tasks, task 1 and task 2. In academic task 1, you have to write from a bar chart, graph chart, or an abstract, at least 150 words for within 20 minutes. And task 2, at least 250 words within 40 minutes. So what are the criteria? And we're going to describe one by one. And general test writing is, again, task 1, 150 words. There should be a letter or an application. Generally in those writing is easier than academic writing, whereas task 2 is similar as is descriptive task, same as academic writing, which is 250 words and within 40 minutes. So these are the four sectors which are assessed. Hello, I welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you, teacher?
I'm fantastic, Professor I. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
How was your weekend?
My weekend, I I spent my time accompanying my son.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, and played uh, badminton with my husband. That's all.
Ah,
Nearby my house.
that's
University.
great. And I saw your son was it boxing or was it like
Yeah, box or martial art.
martial art? Okay, that's cool. It was lovely to see him.
Yeah, because he need self what's it called self protection.
Yeah, he needs support, motivation, inspiration from his family. That's the responsible mom was there to support, motivate, and inspire him.
Yeah.
That's great. Where are the other people today? I don't see any of them.
Oh, maybe they will come late. I saw human open our live stream for maybe 2 hours or 3 hours.
You saw who?
Human Rani.
Oh yeah, I met her yesterday actually at 11 o'clock, I think, my time. She was
Mm,
asking to join. I said to her, "Look, I'm having dinner. I'm a bit late. I have to go to sleep. Others, I could join her." So there are five people: human, you, Professor Haider, Nishad. What happened, Nishad? Chingam. Okay.
yeah, I think.
Chingam will not join. I know
Rani.
that. Nishad, Haider. Okay, let's see how many people join. If not, that's fine. It will be treated like special class. Okay, so as Professor I, if you remember. Oh, Nishad is here. That's great. Welcome, Nishad. Walaikum salam.
Assalamualaikum. Uh, it's been a late stitch. Sorry for that. I was like busy.
All right, no problem. Uh, Before we start, I have got a request to both of you. Okay, you know that I've got an YouTube channel, and if it is okay for you to make a small video as like a testimony,
Yeah,
like what you have learned from me, like the video should be 30 seconds to maximum 2 minutes.
30 seconds.
30 seconds minimum, maximum 2 minutes. So what you're going to tell, like your name, what do you do, and why are you learning English, and how my classes are helpful. Okay, then you record it, then
Okay.
I'll post it later through my YouTube channel. Both of you, Nishad and
Okay,
Professor I.
teacher.
So
Okay, teacher.
you'll introduce like this. Hi everyone, this is like I'm a assistant professor of this university. I've been learning English for this years. The reason for learning English, and this is the reason for subscribing. teacher Rahat, and this is what I have learned. Then you can suggest other people to subscribe to me or support me. Same as it is Nishad. Okay, hello, my name is Nishad. I'm from this country. I'm trying to go to Canada, etc., etc. Just simple, yeah.
Okay, teacher, I will try, of course.
Okay,
I
that
just scared, teacher. Like, oh my gosh, my English is not so good.
it,
I can't organize my
You
sentence.
don't
popular, Nishan.
don't worry. You don't have to be expert in English. Eh? Whatever English you have got, that
Yeah,
should be enough. If you think that you can forget, write in a paper what you're going to talk. Okay, and by seeing a
yeah,
paper, then you record it. Record it 2-3 times
yeah,
if you're not happy, and always be
yeah.
smiling mood, and not in a sad way. And okay, uh, another another matter is, if possible, you have to show your face. Otherwise, it will be
Oh,
difficult for me to upload.
Yeah, I will show my face, teacher,
I know that you
because
will
I
show.
wanna be famous.
Sure, you never know who is going to be famous and who is not. Yeah.
Professor, are you already famous in Hello application? To be very honest.
Not yet.
And Professor I, if you remember, on that day, on the Friday, right, I was become very upset when this guy said that thing.
Yeah,
And later I found that he
yeah,
left your live stream.
yeah. He left.
Okay, so welcome both of you. If you, so, we have completed the speaking part task 1 to 3. Yeah, did you do that part 3, Professor I?
Yes, teacher. Oh, we did. Yes,
Task
class.
task 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's start today from today in a writing part. But if you have got any questions from the last classes, I'll be happy if you can ask me before I jump into the writing part. Because the writing part is the one of the most difficult parts for IELTS exams. Okay, and honestly, our candidates always complain that their writing is not good, especially the candidates from Asian countries, because you don't like to write. Honestly, I'm sure Nishad says one time, teacher, I don't like to write, and similarly, Professor, I don't want to write. Yeah, remember that both of the cases for you.
Can I skip the writing task?
No, you can't escape it. You see, it's a matter of practice. And I'll suggest you, I'm going to send you my email. I'm going to give you some topics later. You write it and send it to me
Okay.
to check. So if you remember, I've got other students. There is one student from India, one from Korea, two from Korea. They send me their writing. Today I'm going to check it and give it them feedback. Remember, it's better to get it checked.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's move on. As you can see in IELTS exam, I think you both are sitting for the academic, okay?
Yeah.
So in academic, as you might be aware, there are two tasks, task 1, task 2. Task 1 is 20 minutes, 150 words. Task 2, 40 minutes, 250 words. Now the question is that, can you write more than 150? Yes, you can write at least 10% more. And so in that case, 150 becomes 165 and 250 becomes 275. But I have also seen many students have written more than that. Like one student wrote task 1,
Yeah,
100 and
it's only written.
exactly. Hi, Othman, welcome. So if it is like 5 or 10 words more, that's fine. So say 170 is okay, and 280 is all right. Okay. And but remember that don't write less than 150. Don't write less than 250. Clear, Nishad and Professor I?
Okay, teacher. Yes, teacher.
All right. So, what are the marking criteria? Number 1, task achievement. What does it mean? Any idea, Professor I or Nishad?
I have one idea, teacher. Like, if they say it, you have to write 150 words
Mm-hmm.
at least. So if I reach 150 words, then one task is like finished, maybe, teacher. Is
Okay.
that it?
All right. Yes, kind of. And what about you, Professor I? What does task achievement
Mm,
means?
it describes the right answer.
Huh?
Yeah.
Right answer.
like
Then
like when we describe about grapes and we write the same amount as the grape shows.
okay,
Okay.
I'm going to give an example. Then it will be clear for both of you. You're right. You have to write about the task, and when you have completed all the parts, you have achieved it.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm,
Remember, in IELTS academic writing, there in every writing there are three parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay. I'm just
Okay.
writing here so that you understand. Introduction, body, not BD, body, sorry, conclusion. So when you write this three part about any topic in IELTS exam, you have achieved the task. It is also sometimes it is called task response as well. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
or task response is, yeah, it's task response or achievement. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and if you remember coherence and cohesions, both of you, we have to write
Yes,
only
teacher.
about the topic and step by step. And I'm sure you know the word meaning. What does it mean, step by step? Like when you're counting, if I ask you, hey, Nishat, can you please count from 1 to 100? Then we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. But we don't say like this 1, 2, 3, 9, 12, 15. Okay, we don't skip the steps. Okay, so step by step is that when you see the task and the different information, you have to write one after another, step by step. And I'm sure once again the lexical resource. Sorry, and IELTS writing part, lexical resources means you have to write formal words wherever possible, though many times informal words are accepted. Okay, then you have
Yes,
to
teacher.
follow one spelling style, whether it's a British spelling style or American spelling style. Okay,
Okay,
then
teacher.
you have to write compound sentences. Now, oh, Professor, what happened? I lost her. Okay, so
Okay.
compound sentences. I'm sure both of you are aware what is compound sentence. Okay, this is
Yes,
very much
teacher.
important in writing compound sentence, but also important in speaking too. If you can write compound sentences, you can speak well. Remember that. We lost Professor I. Let me bring
Yes,
her.
teacher.
I have invited you, Professor I. If you're not able to join, you have to re-log in, log out and re-log in. I think she must have some issues.
Network glitches, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Professor I, welcome
yeah,
back.
teacher.
Welcome.
Yeah, our university connection is not very good because so many people come to my university.
Yeah, they use this Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, the same Wi-Fi.
Okay, so in lexical resource, so once again, remember formal writing, then one type of spelling, do not mix it up, British spelling and American spelling, then compound, sentences, then we have to write, remember, in academic writing, always in passive voice. Okay, we don't use any active voice. We don't say I'm going to describe. You can say that this chart describes, or it will be described, it will be depicted, it will be explained, it will be illustrated. There are few ways you can always write. Okay, and last one is another 25% marks, grammatical range and accuracy, same as speaking. Use different kinds of grammatical patterns accurately. Is this part clear for everyone?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
So that is the criteria of task 1. Task 2 is same, just task response and others are same. 25%. Coherence and cohesion 25%, lexical resources another 25%. So what is task response and what do you understand by task achievement? Task achievement is the act of doing a certain task by an individual or a group of individuals in order to finish in a way that ensures success. It means that when you are writing all of the parts of the topic step by step, okay, that means that you have achieved the task. It determines a situation when objectives of the task are accomplished according to the preset priorities, time limits, process requirements, responsibilities, and authorities. Okay, this may seem to be a difficult word. So, in simplified way, when you have been asked to write, I'm going to give you an example. Okay, look at this. It says task 1 simple. The pie chart shows the amount of money that a children's charity located in the USA spent and received in 1 year 2016. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. And you can see that now it says summarize the information by selecting, reporting main features and make comparison. So here you have to understand, you have to write the summary, a report, and the comparison. 3 things. When you have written the 3 things, you have responded to the task or you have achieved the task. Okay? Yeah?
Okay, teacher. Clear, teacher.
Okay.
Okay. And task response means how much your writing answers each part of the essay question. Read this post carefully and few limits if you need to. Okay. Similarly, you have to just respond to the task. Simplified way. All right, now we're going to academic writing task 1 strategy. Understand how the test is marked. We have explained already. Being aware of the marking criteria will allow you to give the examiner exactly what they need. Okay, we're going to explain it later. There are 2 sample tests. First, we're going to paraphrase the question. What do you understand by this word?
The same question, maybe we need to explain different sentences, like instead of like any word, we need to use synonyms or anything else, teacher. Like we want to describe another way.
How about you, Professor I?
Yeah, same as Nishan answer. Restate the question by using different sentences.
Exactly. That's the reason why you have to know now synonyms, you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is best to paraphrase the question in the first paragraph. You can do this by using synonyms. All right, so when you're writing the task on the first line, or the first paragraph, I should say, not line, you have to use the paraphrase. So paraphrase 2 to 3 sentences at least. Okay, so look at this example. The same chart, pie chart, we are going. Revenue sources, expenditures. Can you see it clearly?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Then so there are a few comparison 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and expenditure 2. Okay. The pie chart show the amount of revenue expended 2016 for a children's charity in the USA. Overall, it can be seen donated. Look at this topic first. The pie chart shows amount of money that a children's charity located in the USA spent and received in 1 year 2016. Now It's like a sample answer. The pie charts show the amount of revenue and expenditure. Overall, it can be seen that donated food accounted for the majority of the income, while program services accounted for the most expenditure. You see, then after that they have given a little bit comparison. 86%. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Remember, you need to understand because you are going to write it, not me.
Yes.
Okay. After that, write the overview. Now, what is overview? Remember, the paraphrase we do always in the introduction part, then the body part. To write your overview, pick 3 or 4 of the main features and write about them generally without referencing any data. So here, okay, let's go to this one. Secondary school attendance. Okay. Special school, grammar school, voluntary school, community schools. Now you can see 1, 2, 3 different years, right? 2000,
Yes, teacher.
2005, and 2009. So in the overview, you have to mention and compare like special school, grammar schools, voluntary control schools, community schools. So you'll write like in 2000 what happened, then 2005 and 2009, whether it has increased or decreased. Okay. Now, one greatest important matter is that when you're writing overview, each of the paragraph should be separate paragraph. It's better to write separate paragraph. Clear?
Teacher, like
Clear.
there we can see like 2005, and 2009. So every year should like different paragraph.
Yes, this is my understanding to get good marks. Though in many teachers say that no, you don't have to, but my understanding is better because it gives a clear idea of the examiner and the examiner can distinguish easily. Oh, this is the paragraph for 2000, this is for 2005, and this for 2009. Okay,
Oh, yes,
so
teacher.
you're
Okay, teacher.
all right. Any other question, Professor I?
No.
So we can say paragraph 9, 1, then say paragraph 2, paragraph 3, like 2000, 2005, and 2009. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
great. Then support the main feature. So when you are writing the paragraphs, how you're going to support looks with the data in the information given to you. So you're going to support, you can see this information like this percentage, 12%, 11%, 10%. These are the data you have been given on the paragraph. One important matter, you cannot say anything about without this data. You cannot say anything like, for example, special schools. You can see that in 2000, 12%, then it has gone down in 2005, and it has gone down 2009. Okay, so when you're comparing, you can say in 2000 what happened, in 2005 what happened, 2009 what happened, but we don't know what's the reason. Why did it go down? Do you know the reason, Professor I?
No.
Nishat?
Actually, is school. No, teacher.
Okay, if you don't know the reason, so there is a technique to write. We write generally for unknown reason, it has dropped, or it has gone down, or it has decreased. See, you're using different kinds of synonyms: gone down, dropped, or decreased, or reduced. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
cool. Then I'm just giving example and showing you. Yeah. Now you're supporting the check your work. Okay. Remember, you can check your work only if you can finish it earlier. Now you'll get 60 minutes in writing section. Task 1 generally 20 minutes and task 2 generally 40 minutes. Now if you can finish your work by 50 minutes, both of them, you'll have 10 minutes to read again. When you're reading, if it is a paper-based exam, you can erase. That's why will be given pencil and rubber. Also, if you're it's a paper-based test, you take your pencil and erasers or rubbers, so that if there is a grammar mistake or if there is any spelling mistakes, you can rub it and you can rewrite it. All right. So always check your
All
spelling
right, teacher.
and grammar mistakes. Make sure the data you mention is also accurate. That means the data you're mentioning, it should be from the table what you have been given on the test. You cannot bring any other unnecessary data from anywhere. Clear, both of you?
Yes, teacher.
Any other question?
When I took IELTS exam, the real IELTS exam, I spent a lot of time in part one.
Task one, you mean?
Yeah, part one, yeah, in task
Yes,
one,
that's
yeah,
one. Right.
Okay,
and
I'll suggest you
yeah,
this time.
because I spent a lot of time in task one.
Okay, I will suggest you this time.
Mhm.
You start with task two, both of you. Don't start the task one first. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
task one
Okay,
is
teacher.
honestly
yeah.
easier than task two. So both of you
Mm,
take the time in task two first. Then
okay.
you do the task one. Because I was reading a note on the other day from the IELTS website. The task two carries more marks than task one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, teacher.
60% marks in task two and 40% marks task one because it's shorter. So this time, Professor I and Nishat start with task two. When you get the writing part, straight away go to the task two part. Don't start the task one. All right.
All right, teacher.
So what happened, Professor I, when you took much time in task one?
I just make sure the data,
So
make sure I wrote the data right or not,
yeah, it is.
like presentation percent. Yeah,
Remember that it's very easy to compare the data because it is already given on the test, and you are not getting any other data
yeah,
from anywhere. You are not referencing anything.
yeah.
Okay. Any other question before I jump to the next point? Spelling techniques.
No, teacher. No. So, I have a question to Professor I. So, have you completed at that time your task two when you spent most of the time task one? Like,
That's to know, not complete. So I got 5.5, but in the last attempt, I tried to uh, wrote task two, and I got 6 before
wow,
because maybe my grammar or my lexical resource were not really good. So I just got 6, even though that I completed all of the tasks.
wow. Okay.
Sometimes I repeat the word because I have no idea about synonyms and yeah.
But this time You cannot repeat it. Okay, Professor I, you shouldn't do it
Yeah, okay.
because your target is to get good score, and also Nishat has got the same target.
Yes, teacher.
I believe
Yeah,
that if you write properly, both of you should deserve to get at least 7 in writing. Okay,
I mean,
but I need
Inshallah,
to see
teacher.
your I need to see your written task. That's why, and later I'm going to give some topics in the subscriber chat, and you can send me in Word file so that I can check and send you back with the feedback.
mm,
Okay, we're going to.
maybe you can also like give mock teacher.
Yeah, that's why I said that I'm going to give you feedback.
Yeah. Mm.
Spelling techniques. Now we're going to discuss some basic spelling techniques, though you know most of them. We'll go quickly, like AE and E versus, okay? Like A1, Eon, look, aesthetic, anemia, anemia. You have to remember the spelling which is difficult is the British one, which is easy is the
Mm,
American one, okay? Like this one, gynecologist, pediatric, we spell it PAE, Americans spell it PE. Why you are comparing? The reason is that when you're writing in the task 1 and 2, remember to follow only one type of spelling. Now you have written, for example, aesthetic in one side case American spelling style, and another part you have written British spelling style. Then it will affect your mark. Okay,
Yeah,
then
teacher.
okay.
that's number one. Number two, double consonants. There is also spelling for double consonants, like apple, British, apple, American, carburetor, counselor. Okay, distill and roll. Did I write the right thing? Hang on a second, let me check it. Distill. Give me one quick second. I can check it easily.
We lost Professor I again, maybe, teacher.
Okay, that's I can't hear any more noisy sound. Yes, I've invited you, Professor. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Ah, really bad. It's,
Maybe this noise came from your headphone, Professor I. Maybe you can check it out.
Mhm.
Try another
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you, uh, you know,
I will change
te-
my earphone.
yeah, if you remove your connection, then Ooh.
What about now?
No, no, no. You have you have to use that headphone again.
Hmm?
It is too noisy. What he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pardon, Ishaj?
that's okay, Nishat.
No, that's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Better than before. Okay, now double consonant. You see, in British English, we have got it actually double consonant here. I've written the other one, that is American. And American English, there is one consonant like apple, carburetor, counselor, distill, and roll.
Where is teacher?
Can you not see me? Hello?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Professor, you are audible.
Okay, Nishat, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. I can hear you. I can watch you.
But she says that she can't hear me.
Uh, Professor I, you have to use that headphone again. It's not too noisy, by the way.
Okay, so Nishad and Professor I, let us go quickly. So double consonant, then ENC, ENSC, some spelling like license, defense, offense. Then finally, in many spelling, we don't use finally. Annex, annex, glycerin, glycerin, yeah, gram,
Yes,
tone, etc. Then
teacher. Yeah, but I can hear. Nishadhan can't hear you, teacher. Professor, we lost again, teacher.
Professor Rai, can you hear me now? Nishad, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, I can hear you. We lost her, teacher. Oh, she come back.
But I can hear you.
No, I can't hear you, teacher. Maybe my connection is not good. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Professor, can you hear me?
Okay, let me bring her again. Would you like to rejoin, please? Can you hear me
Okay.
now? Okay, please rejoin, then it should be okay. I have invited you one more time.
Okay, Professor. Okay, this time would be fine, maybe.
Welcome back.
I don't know. I can hear you, Nisha, but I can't hear
Hey,
teacher.
Professor, sorry, I have a small suggestion. You have to put the headphone, that headphone you have previously used. Please do that again. Okay.
So it's her headphone.
What happened?
We can hear you. Oh, we lost her again.
Mhm. So, teacher, American spelling is so good, like easy,
That's
not
right.
too hard. So, what should I do? Should I prefer American spelling in writing part?
It depends on you. It doesn't matter, but follow the only one technique.
Yes, teacher.
That's the reason we are comparing all this.
And to be very honest, teacher, in my writing, I always use American spelling because it's like from natural things you can say from the childhood using these kinds of sentence word.
Okay, like another some other difference like diarrhea, gonorrhea, maneuver. Then OUR, OR. That's very common, yeah. About arbor, behavior. I'm going quickly in case if you need any. REER. Okay, like caliber, Santa, fiber, lita, meta. Okay. Then IZT, or YZT, YSC. Yeah. SC is the British spelling, Z is the American spelling. Is Professor I is back? Oh, okay, she's back.
Okay, teacher.
I'm adding her. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I believe that it is
Oh,
a headphone that was the troubleshooting.
Yeah.
now it's perfectly fine, teacher. No noise, no.
Now it is okay.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's fine. The noise is okay. Don't worry about this tiny, tiny, mini little noise. Yeah.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So, Professor, I am just sharing some of the spelling techniques. Okay. Aeroplane, airplanes, for example, check, cozy, drought, carb, etc. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Now, remember that the first thing is that always we use passive voice. We never use I'm going to describe. So what are the words you use? Look, this paragraph essay will describe, or you can say this way. Yeah, I've given some sample answer. Can you please read it, uh, Nishat, quickly?
Yes, teacher. This topic, chart or essay describes this topic, chart, essay
Re-
depicts.
read the last word only.
Okay. This topic portrays. This chart explains.
Hmm.
This essay defines. this topic analyzes. So this chart demonstrates
Okay, Professor I,
this is
can you please read the rest of the part?
Yeah, this chart brings out, this chart unfolds, this chart breaks down, this chart justifies, this chart points out, this chart interprets, this chart reveals, this chart puts across.
Puts across parts. Puts.
across.
Puts across.
Okay, why you have used different synonyms? If you remember, if you have to use this same word again, do not use the same word. Okay, Nishad and Professor I
Oh,
depicts,
yeah.
portrays, explains, analyzes, demonstrates,
Okay.
unfolds, breaks down, justifies, points out, interprets, reveals, or puts across. They are almost similar meaning. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
If possible, you
Wow,
take a
so
note.
many synonyms.
You take a note or take a screenshot if possible for you.
Okay.
Take the screenshot, both of you.
Yes, teacher, I took the screenshot.
Okay. Uh, now I'm going to show the other part as well. Remember, by the first sentence of a topic, the examiner is going to understand about the quality. There is a greatest proverb in English language: "Well begun is half done." Have you ever heard it?
Yes,
No.
teacher. Like I heard that like if there is a goal, if you like start it, then the job is half done. Not like this.
Yes, and also we call it very often. Morning shows the day. When you see the morning, you can guess how is
Mm.
the day going to be. Similarly, Professor Ayan Nishad, remember the first line. This is the first line, okay, of both of your writing tasks. This topic or this essay or this chart, okay, describes, brings out. My suggestion would be try to write these phrasal verbs like points out or puts across. Okay, first use phrasal verbs, then use the normal synonyms. Never ever
Okay.
write that I'm going to describe. That really,
But it's speaking, teacher. i- Speaking, we can say I'm going to describe.
in speaking, that's fine. But it is writing. Remember, conversational English and written English are always different. In written English, we expect that our learners can write grammatically correct and formal writing. Okay, so I'm
Okay,
going to
teacher.
give some of the words that you can understand what are formal words after explaining this part. Use formal English. Look, no contractions. Number one, like don't, can't, won't, wanna, gonna, have to. Do not use it in writing.
Teacher.
Don't or doesn't, yeah?
Okay.
Don't. I forgot doesn't as well. Similarly, wasn't. Hmm?
Okay, teacher.
Oops, what am I writing? See? When I try to write quickly, it happens to me always. I always make these mistakes. Okay, remember contraction, the contraction like isn't, is not, does not, doesn't, are not, aren't, was not, wasn't, will not, won't, want to, wanna. No, these are not accepted. Even in the speaking, do not use it, okay?
Oh, okay.
And formal English, look, some of the examples. Many, much. Can you give me a second? Okay, I'm back.
Thank teacher.
Okay, now I've got a lots of friends, or lots of fans, tons of fans. People use it in speaking, that's fine. Tons of friends, eh? Do not use in academic writing. Instead, use many where the subject is countable. Use much where the subject is uncountable. Look at this example. This topic gives us a lot of ideas about the weather change. For example, one of my students wrote it. I gave the feedback. It is an informal word. This topic gives us many ideas about the weather change. Clear, both of you? Remember, this is one
Yeah,
of the mostly used
Okay.
formal words, many and much. And I don't have to explain to you when you use many and much. Do I have to explain it again? I and
no, teacher.
again? Not okay. Remember, countable nouns, many. Uncountable nouns, much. Okay, some other words I'm going to show you in a moment. Like from the chart, we can understand lots of information. No, again, much information. Okay, some commonly used is help, assist. Which one is formal here?
Assist.
Very good. Need, require.
Re- required, teacher.
Require.
Bravo. Sorry, these two words we used very often. Like you can say, may I help you? We use it very often in speaking. Like when you have gone to a shop to buy something, the shop assistant always comes forward. May I help you, ma'am? Or may I help you, sir? And even in our hospitals or clinic or the pharmacy, we would sometimes greet like this. May I help you? Or how may I help you? Okay, but remember, help is an informal word which can be used only in speaking, but when you're writing, do not write help, write assist.
Okay, teacher.
Though many cases informal words are accepted, that's fine. I'm not saying that you can't write, but do not write some of them, like wanna, gonna. These are really bad type of, English, honestly. Okay, clear? Now,
Clear, teacher.
now
Clear.
matter is that sometimes you can say, what happens if I write it in formal English? It will have little bit impact on your scoring. If you write all of the words are academic words or formal words, you will get at least half marks more than what you had supposed to get. Say if you'd get 6, you'll get this time 6.5.
Wow, teacher.
Okay, and half mark is really very important for you. When it is a matter of high scoring above 6, 6.5 or 7,
Yes, teacher.
half marks is really it matters.
It matters a lot, teacher, to me.
For you, everyone. Now, body part overview. Now, look, we have just started the introduction, paraphrased. Now, the second part is body part or overview. Oh, why did this much of gap? Okay, and try to use the accurate grammar. Now, I had given the IELTS exam 1 month ago. What is the problem with this sentence, Nishad?
Uh, I taken up teacher given is like informer. Taken the IELTS exam 1 month ago.
Okay, how about you, Professor I?
Taken, yeah. Taken.
Okay, remember 1 month ago, if it is mentioned in past, we do
Oh,
generally we use past indefinite or past
past,
simple.
past tense.
Yeah,
Past simple.
past simple. Do not use past perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Nishad. And this,
Okay, teacher.
and remember, this is one of the another most widely used incorrect words. I'm going to give the test. No, what are the other words we can say? What test? Sit for, appear at, appear in, both are correct. Remember, appear at, appear in, take, write, like go for a test. Yeah. Okay. Sit for, appear it, appear in, take, write, go for. Clear?
Clear, teacher.
So this is incorrect in that case. Yeah? Okay. So there is an example actually. Like many students waited to sit for the SSC exam. Waited for the SSC exam. Okay. Many students wanted to attend. Yes. You can write attend as well. I'm going to attend. Attendance also possible. These are some examples. Okay. I've just given. Appear at the SSC exam, but the exam was postponed last year because of the. I've written it there. Any other question? We have got 6 minutes
No.
more. Okay. Do you need to discuss general test, writing task 1?
No, teacher.
I know it.
But for your knowledge, I can give you some briefing. Let's
Okay.
do it quickly because I've got 6 minutes. So in general writing task, the task is basically an application or a letter. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So what kind of application it could be? It could be a complaint. It could be a
Appreciation.
appreciation. It could be a general inquiry. There are 3 or 4 types of application. Like if you want to study in abroad, so it should be an inquiry. If you want to know about funding, scholarship, this is inquiry. If you want to complain about these things, it is complaint, as you can see. If you want to say thank you, that is appreciation.
And how about the letter, teacher?
Okay.
What kind of letter?
A letter could be different types. Letter of invitation, letter of general letter, again letter of
Applying for a job.
that is application. That is
Oh.
not a letter.
Oh.
Okay, look, in task 1, candidates are asked to respond to a given problem with a letter, requesting information or explaining a situation. It is suggested that about 20 minutes. Okay. So when you are writing, engage a personal correspondence, express needs, wants, likes, dislikes, express opinions, etc., etc. Okay, let me give you an example. When you're writing application, we write the date first. Okay. For example, you're writing an application for a job. Okay. So we write the HR department. Then you write the company name. Okay. Then subject. So what do you like to write in the subject? We're going to write the job you're applying for. Application for, say, for example, just for, say, engineering, yeah, engineer, or professor, yeah, Dr. I,
Mm.
or doctor, yeah. Then there is one thing. If you don't know the name of the person, remember that you have to always write dear sir or madam.
Um, oh,
Remember that you don't know the
teacher.
person, okay? But when you
So
know,
we should.
huh,
Sorry, teacher. Sorry for interruption. So we should put the or between, like dear sir or madam, or we can use only one, dear sir.
it could be a woman. So dear sir or madam, always write it if you don't know the name. But if you know the name, always it should be with the last name. Okay, like what's your last name, Nishad?
Islam, teacher.
So it should be like dear, and you cannot use only Islam. You have to use Mr. or Mrs. Yeah? Like dear Mr. Islam. What's your last name,
Okay, teacher.
Professor I?
Munawaro.
Like dear Miss or Mrs.
This is
How do you spell your last name? Nawara?
Munawaro.
Oh,
Muna
Manowara.
Are, say for example.
W
Say, for
uh
example, yeah, we are just giving quickly
yeah.
because we don't have much
Okay.
time. Then, y- okay,
Okay, teacher.
so it is we are writing an application. Remember, dear sir, madam, or if you know that dear Mislam, dear Mrs. Manowara, I'm writing the first sentence. I'm writing this application, this letter, not letter, the application. You have got 58 seconds. Quickly, you're going to finish. Remember, if you know the name, it should be always the last name. If you don't know the name, dear sir or madam. Then again, three parts: introduction, body, and conclusions. Okay, in the introduction part, you're going to write your first message, why you're writing the application. We have to continue tomorrow because we have got 30 seconds.
Okay,
It will not be
teacher.
enough.
Thank you for today.
Okay, and if you have got any questions or comments, Professor Nishad, please always
Mhm.
write in the subscriber chat, and I'm going to send my email address and some
Okay, teacher.
topics so that
Okay,
you can have a practice in the meantime. Okay,
okay, teacher.
thank you very
Okay,
Okay,
much.
teacher.
teacher. Thank you.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum, teacher.
Alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum, Professor.
Have a great
Have a good
day.
day.
Okay, thank you very much for joining, dear viewers. Thanks for watching silently. Bye.